EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower. Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 60 out block. Protein fill. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, watch the ball.
handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Check, 59. Hayward. 22 jet bomber.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check 4. 44 is the mark.
2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
He's coming. Check in. Watch the run.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, break. 50. Check. Go.
On 1st down, Tanner. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the gun, Doyle. Burns brings it in. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Mike Spoke, out, 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 out. Lock it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Doyle. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Doyle. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
25, check 25, Delta.
To throw again. Doyle. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On third down, Tanner, and he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here we go. Set. 15 lining, 15 lining. I'm coming. Set, go.
Throwing on first down. Doyle. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 17-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 17 yards out, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. 44, Mike, 44.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Let's go. 50, plant. Pick it up. Echo. 44, dog. Check. Neo.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Bam.
They'll try the left side. It's Jenkins. He's got the first down inside the 10. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ready up. 44, Mike, 44. Watch a slant. Watch twist.
They'll go with the keeper, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in, and the Broncos have retaken the lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive. Doyle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. On 2nd down, Tanner, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Doyle, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
Then will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Check 15. Check law. Ooh, he's crashing. He's checking crash. Joker.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Come on, set. 10 Tucson. Squeeze, get in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, baby.
Throwing again. Doyle. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Doyle. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
There we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They toss to Freeman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Doyle. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
65. Watch the twist. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Go, go. Mike 34, Mike 34. Bring it. Bring it. Mike 34, Mike 34.
They'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
They'll run on first down. Tanner, and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Tight dog, team spell.
Second and 4. He completes it to Westbrook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Doyle. The open man is short. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Jags 3, 2, 18. Chopper, chopper.
On 1st and 10, Doyle. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Doyle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Doyle. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
9-7, let's go. Just like that. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, watch.
2nd and 2. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Jenkins. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
36. Check. Lock it. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Charlie, get one. Ready, go.
2nd and 1. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
44, Mike, 44. Bound to lose one. 22, Jet Bomber, 22, Jet Bomber. 24. Go. Go to Mike. Mike's supposed to...
He'll look to throw. It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Doyle. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, crouch. Check 59.
Now a give, right side. Tanner. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
61. Matchbox, light. Go.
Off play action. Doyle. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 32 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Big stop, let's go. Check it out, Topper. Sit. Bravo. Let's go ahead. Go Mike 34, Mike 34.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Switch. Lock it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Whip. Dog. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Yep. Kill. Why? Move. 30 Leo. 34 the Mike. Check Dan. Check tight. Watch the edge. Check 3.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Check 4. Check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. Tanner, he's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Check. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tanner, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
second down now. Tanner. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Jags, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.